All right, so here we go. Did
What?
I start with the boys yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, start with the girls. All right, we'll start with some of the easier ones. 20 minus 15 minus 4. 20 minus 15. Steven?
20 minus 15 equals 5.
A little louder next time. Then 5 minus 4. Julia?
Equals 1.
Rose? Sorry?
Equals
1.
1.
And you're going to have to speak up kind of loud because the rain also is kind of loud on the roof. All right, so then let's do, we have 88 divided by 22 plus 5 minus 5 minus 4 plus 1. So if 88 is our dividend, 22 is our divisor. So it's a two-digit divisor. Any thought on what it might be, Jackson? How many times 22 is in 88?
4 times?
Let's try. We put a 4 up in our quotient. We do 22 times 4, 4 times 2.
4 times 2 equals 8.
Sorry, 4 times 2.
4 times 2 equals 8.
So it equals 8. We subtract, we get 0. Nothing left to bring down, so 4 is our quotient. So it's 4 plus 5.
4 plus 5 equals 9.
And you can just say the product or the sum or the difference. So we're at 9 minus 5.
Equals 4.
Minus 4.
0.
Plus 1.
Hello.
That's correct. All right, then we have 123 million. Oh, actually, you know what? You read this, Caroline.
1, 2, 3.
Where are your glasses?
In my water.
Go get them. Joshua, go. Where are your glasses, Browning?
Yes.
Go get them.
And mine.
Go ahead, Joshua.
123,456,789.
What's that, and? 789. I don't think you said and. Did you say and? No. Okay. Divided by 123,456,789 equals 1. Then we have 100 minus 90. Say, or Audrey, excuse me.
100 minus 9 equals 10.
Minus 9.
Equals
10 minus 9 equals 11.
11. 10 minus 9 equals
1. Then we have 99 times 1.
99.
99 minus 99. Back to you, Stephen. 99 minus 99. 0. Plus 1 equals 1. All right. Then we have this large problem here. We have, in the parentheses, we have 6 times 6 times 2 times 3. Outside the parentheses, we have divided by 2, divided by 2, minus 50, minus 3. So, what do we do first? Julia Rose?
You do 6 times 6.
Well, we do the multiplication that's inside of the parentheses. So we do 6 times 6. Now what's cool is, I know that 2 times 3 is 6. So I can go ahead and do that. So really it's just 6 times 6 times 6. Well, in my head, what's 6 times 6, Jackson?
6 times 6 equals 36.
So now I'm just doing 36 times 6. So I'm trying to do as much mental math as I can. So when I have to do regrouping or lattice or whatever, that's the only thing I have to do instead of having to do all these different, instead of doing all these different steps. Now I'm just 36 times 6. 6 times 6, Abby.
6 times 6 equals 36.
Carry the 3. 6 times 3.
6 times 3 equals 18.
Now really, what are we really multiplying? That's 6 times what? 30. But we know that it's going to go in the tens place, so it's okay to do the shortcut. So it's 18 plus 3, Mary Chandler.
21.
21. So 216 is the value of what's in parentheses. Then we're going to divide that by 2. So our dividend is 216. Our divisor is 2. Is this going to work out evenly? Mary?
Yes.
Why?
Because 2 goes into any even number.
And our dividend is even. So it's going to work out even. So 2 goes into 2 how many times, Kate?
Once.
Then what do we do? Owen?
Multiply 2 times 1.
2 times 1.
2 times 1 is 2.
Where do I put it? Joshua?
Under the 2.
Under the 2. Then what, Audrey?
Subtract.
What do I get, Audrey?
0.
Then what, Sam?
You bring down the 1.
Bring down the 1. Then I? Very nice. 2 goes into 1. How many times, Catherine?
0.
0. Then we do 0 times 2 equals 0. We subtract, we get 1. Then we bring down the 6. Then we? Rounding, how many times does 2 go into 16?
8 times.
8 times. 8 times 2 equals, Stephen, please tell me you don't have to do 8 times 2 on a calculator.
8 times 2 equals 16.
Put the calculator down, please. Then I subtract, I get 0, so I'm done. 108 is my quotient. So I'm at 108, and then I'm going to divide that by 2. Now really, I could have saved myself a step. what could I have divided 216 by?
4.
4. Because if I divide by 2, then divide by 2, I'm really just dividing by 4. So I could have saved myself a step. But anyway, I didn't do that, so we'll just keep going. Is this going to work out evenly? Yes, because 108, our dividend is an even number. We're dividing by 2. All even numbers are multiples of 2. So this is going to work out evenly. 5. Bring down the 8. Goes in how many times?
4 times.
4 times. That's going to be 8. Subtract, we get 0. 54 is our quotient. So we're at 54 minus 50. 54 minus 50. Julia Rose.
54 minus 50 equals
4.
4.
Then 4 minus 3.
4 minus 3 equals 1.
1. So that is correct. All right. So then we have 10 minus 20. 10 minus 20, Abby.
10 minus 20 equals
Takes us to negative 20. Not negative 20, excuse me. Negative what did you say?
10.
Negative 10, my bad. Negative 10. Plus 10, Cole.
0.
Takes us to 0, then add 1, yes. 70 minus 80.
Negative 10.
Negative 10 plus 10.
Plus 10 equals 0.
0 plus 2. 2
2.
minus 1.
1.
Excellent. Then we have 17 times 2. Now you might be able to do that one in your head, but if you can't, it's okay. I mean, the cool thing about it is we can break the other factor up into numbers we know. We could do 10 times 2 plus 7 times 2. I just broke up that factor into 10 and 7. Because 10 plus 7 equals 17, yes? Okay, so what's 10 times 2? Anybody?
20.
20. 7 times 2? 14. You put those together, what do you get? 34. So that's a little mental math you can do. Is break up the other factor into use in more compatible numbers. Or we could just do regrouping, and we'll get the same thing, 34. Then we have 34 minus 33 equals 1. Then we have 42 times 64. So I'm going to come over here and do 42. There's my first factor. 64 is my second factor. And let's start. 4, I don't know. Caroline, 4 times 2.
4 times 2 equals
4
8.
times 4.
4 times 4 equals 24.
Are you sure?
4 times 4 equals
16. Now I'm multiplying times 60. So what's going to go in the ones place, Audrey?
0.
0. Audrey, 6 times 2.
6 times 2 equals 7.
Carry the 1. 6 times 4.
6
Sam?
times 4 equals 24.
Plus 1 equals 25. We add those up. We get 2,688. I did that right. So this is too big. Who did this one? 26,000 is too much. If it was 2,600, it would work. But that's too much. Okay? I did do that correctly, didn't I?
No, it's correct. See?
That's 26,000. That's 2,688.
40 times.
Sorry.
If this was, I believe if this was, yeah, it had to be a little bigger. Okay, so that's not going to work. Then we have, let's see, we really have to work on order of operations here. We have 72 divided by 9 times 3 minus 4 squared minus 4 times 2 plus 1. What do we do first, everybody? Parentheses. 4 times 2. Then what do we do? Exponents. Good. 4 squared is just 4 times 4. Catherine, what's 4 times 4?
1 times 4 equals 16.
All right, so now we've got these set up. Now we do 72 divided by 9, Browning.
Oh, 8.
72 divided by 9 equals 8. Then 8 times 3, Stephen.
8 times 3 equals 24.
So now we have 24 minus 16. What's 24 minus 16?
But aren't you supposed to do 8 times 20?
I did 8 times 3. That's 20. This whole chunk equals 24. Now I'm subtracting the 16. 8.
8?
Then 8 minus 8, Jackson.
8 minus 8 equals
0,
0.
then plus 1 equals 1. Good job. Then we have 3 times 5.
3 times 5 equals 15.
Minus 15 equals 0, plus 1 equals 1. Then we have 864 divided by 2, minus 5 factorial, minus 311. Now, I don't know if they ever work factorials into the order of operations, but it's not going to hurt us to do it first. It's not going to change anything. So, what's 5 factorial? Remember, 5 factorial is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 1 times 2, everybody.
1 times 2
2 times 3. 6 times 4.
6 times 4 equals
24 times 5?
125.
120. So that's going to be 120. Then we're going to divide 864 divided by 2. Now this is really easy. Who can tell me why this division problem should be able to be done in your head? Look very carefully at the digits in the dividend and tell me why it should be able. Mary Chandler.
Because they're all even numbers.
They're all the digits are even. The whole number is even, but all the digits are even. So you can totally, there's not going to be anything. It's when you subtract, what are you going to get every time? 0. So there's no really reason to do the division dance or long division. 1 second, Stephen. Because you know 2 goes in 8 how many times? 4. And if you do 4 times 2 equals 8, you subtract to get 0. Then you'll bring down the 6. 2 goes into 6 how many times? 3. Same thing. You do 2 times 3, 6. You subtract 6, you get 0. Bring down the 4. 2 goes into 4 how many times? Twice. And you're done. So that's really helpful. If all the digits in your dividend are even, and you're dividing by 2, you should really be able to do it in your head. Okay? Because all you're doing is splitting it in half. So that would equal 432. So we're doing 432, and we subtract 120. That gives us 312. Minus 311 equals 1. Did I get them all? Oh, this one right here? Thank you. 88 times 960 divided by 5 minus 4 factorial. Oh, but I can't count it. Why not? Commas. You gotta remember the comma in a more than 4-digit number, so I'm gonna count that. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Where's?
3 times 5.
11, 12. Is that right?
We have to get all of them.
12? Did I get 12?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna add 12 to the girls.
We have to get all of them.
Now, I'm going to stop the video because I'm going to do it in 2 sections on the blog tonight.